Hey, I'm Siobhan, and I love talking about all the things related to freedom and personal growth. And I'm on a journey to redefine freedom on my own terms as I become the woman I desire to be. Each week, I'll share in real time what I'm learning as I do my inner work while creating a safe space for my listeners to feel seen. If you desire to be free and live a life that feels good to you, then you're in the right place for beautiful conversations that's going to support you on your journey to freedom. Welcome to the Siobhan J. Middleton podcast. Now let's start the show. Hey, y'all. So first of all, I am under the weather. I have been sick all week and it has taken your girl out. And I have something fresh in my spirit that I want to record. And I'm actually recording on my phone in my living room, sitting on my pink sofa. And usually when I'm doing podcasts, I'll record in my closet so I can get the best sound quality and I'm on a mic, but I didn't even feel like doing that. But there's something that I wanted to record and I'm like, I want to do this in real time as I'm thinking about it. No notes or anything, just drinking my coffee. And the thought that I have, a couple of things, is if you want your life to be different, you truly have to do something different. Like, there's no way that you can show up every single day doing the same thing day after day and think your life is going to look the way that you want it to look. If you are dissatisfied with any part of it, any part, then you have to look at that part of your life and say, you know what I'm doing in this area is not working. I have to do something different. And let me just be all the way transparent with y'all. This message is for me. And I think maybe getting sick this week, I'm reflecting, thinking I'm slowed down a bit because I'm not feeling the best. And I'm like, there's parts of my life that I am not pleased with. So for example, I was even thinking about dating and there's a couple of guys lingering here and there. And I'm like, you know what? Their energy. And if you want to begin to manifest and attract something different, you have to release them from your life. And so I did. I unfollowed them on Instagram. There's someone that I deleted from my phone because I really want to make space for what I truly want. And that's just in that aspect of my life. But there's other parts. I'm like, with your business and other parts, like if you want it to be different, Siobhan, you got to show up differently. And there's days that it may feel a little bit challenging. It may be uncomfortable, but you got to find your rhythm. And so that's the space that I'm in. And then the other thought that I just had is around being deep, deep, deep in love with myself and getting to know myself at the deepest level possible. And I don't know if it has something to do with being in my 40s, but that's what I'm on right now. And I'm discovering who I am, what I like, what I don't like, how I want to show up in the world, and being honest with whatever comes up for me. And I'm like, okay, do I need to go on a retreat? Do I need to take a solo trip? Is there a book that I need to read? And right now I'm just in the exploration phase. I had this thought when I was driving to drop my daughter off at school this morning. I'm like, you want to move to New Orleans in a couple of years. How are you preparing for that? And that's what probably came up with the thought of if you want something different, you have to do something different. And I was like, okay, do we need to book a trip to New Orleans? Do we need to begin to price apartments, Airbnbs, like all the things? Like, what can I do now to prepare for that moment? And that's where I'm at. And so this message is for anyone who maybe you feel like you're in a slump. Maybe you feel like you're just going through the motions. Maybe there's one aspect of your life that is amazing, but then there's these other parts that you're not so happy with. All of it is okay. Don't judge it, just observe it. And then how can you show up different in just one of those areas? So I think the first step for me, like I said with the guys, is that, okay, I want to attract a different type of energy, a different type of male energy in my life specifically. So let me release these few people that I've been attached to, even though I haven't been talking to them all like that, but their energy is in my social media, their energy is in my phone. Let me remove them so then that way I can create space for what I want. That's showing up. And so I'm taking it moment by moment and
flushing out what flushing out how I want to feel. I think the other thought for me is that I deserve better. I deserve the best in my life. And I've been listening to Beyonce's song 16 Carriages on repeat. And there's a line in there where she says, I got something to prove. You'll remember me, or something like that. And that is it. I just want to be remembered. Oh my gosh, that's making me emotional just saying that out loud. And man, oh my gosh, I have so much to say as this is coming up for me. And there's another song, her song, oh my gosh, it's I Was Here. That's another song that just really pulls on my heartstrings because I just want to make a difference. I want my life to be meaningful. I want it to be purposeful. I want the people that I am connected with, I want their lives to be better as a result of meeting me and being in connection and relationship with me. And I want to leave a legacy behind. And that is the work. And legacy, not just a financial legacy, not just a legacy of, oh, she was here. No, a legacy within my children that their lives are better as a result of me being their mother. I look at them every day and I'm so proud. I was having a conversation with a friend, I think yesterday, maybe the day before, because she sent me a text message. Oh, yeah, it was a couple of days ago, my friend Monique. And she sent me a text message saying, you truly are a good mom. Like, you truly are a good mom. And we were talking about my daughter getting ready for college this fall and going to Brooklyn. And when she said that to me, and many people have been saying this exact same thing, and I haven't quite taken that in because I've been so focused on so many other parts. Oh, this is making me emotional. With my healing journey, leaving my ex-husband, that's not something that I ever imagined that I would do. I just hoped that at some point it would get better, right? And then one day in 2020, when I looked at my life and I'm like, this is not the life I signed up for. And I told him I no longer wanted to be married. That was a very hard thing for me to do because I just wanted a happy family, but that ain't what I was living. And then when I divorced him last year, again, that was not the easiest thing, but I did it. And so I am working through the grief of all of that, right? And then my grandmother passed away last year. And so when people are acknowledging, oh my gosh, you truly are a good mom. And being a good mom would not even have an example from my own mother, like receiving that is like, whoa. But I always wanted something different for myself and for my children. And for all these years, I've been doing what was right for them that I knew in the moment. And now, as they're both teenagers and preparing for their own lives, I got to show up differently for me now. And that's the energy that I'm in. This and I bring that up because, and this is very vulnerable. This is no notes. This is just me like talking to you guys right now because it is a healing journey. It is a journey to live the life that you deserve to live. And every day you have to wake up and decide that you want it. And so you have to find your tools and your resources that I talk about all the time. And for me, it is therapy. For me, it is my friends. For me, it is my children. Like I have so many, it's my books, it's the podcast, it's the music, it's all of the things that I put myself or I surround myself in this bubble to show up for myself every day. And when something feels off, then I have to figure out what to do next. And so, whatever path that you're on in your life, whatever transition you're going through, number one, know that everything is always going to work out for your good. It always is. Trust the process. And if you don't like how your life is unfolding, only you can do something about it. Period. Nobody is coming to save you. And as I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it to myself. So I have to get up every single day and want something different. And then how am I going to go after it and get it? And there's days when I'm like, I'm tired. There's days when I'm exhausted. And I'm like, but no, you got a legacy to live. There's something that you want to prove. You want your name to be remembered no matter who you come in contact with. And that is the motivation. So that's what's on my heart first thing this morning. Forgive me for the audio. Again, I'm just sitting on my sofa recording on my phone because I'm like, I got to get this out and I don't feel like doing all the setup. Please, 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 if you're inspired in any way with today's episode, share it with a friend. Share it on social media. Tag me at Siobhan J. Middleton. The handle is in the show notes. Subscribe to my newsletter. I send out a newsletter every Sunday sharing a little bit more about what I talk about on the podcast. And it is a beautiful way to be connected with me. And then if you want to become a paid subscriber to my newsletter, which is phenomenal, we have a chat where I send out affirmations or prompts exclusive to people who paid or who are paid subscribers. And also your support supports me and my family. It supports my daughter preparing for college because, yes, she has a significant scholarship, but we still are coming up with more money for her. And so that all support is welcome. And then lastly, if you don't want to become a paid subscriber or anything like that, you can treat me to a cup of coffee. The link is in the show notes. I drink coffee every day. It fuels me. It's my happy ritual that I do. And you can do that by clicking the link in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you so much love and light. Until next time.